been purchased to concentrate on stakes races, and I dare say they'd be hoping to get her into the Oaks. So she's got to win this and win comfortably, I guess, to get enough points, Bernie. But she's got the right form. She won her maiden and then rating 65 at Avondale to Matamata very impressively. And then she was third at Trentham in the Wellington Guinea. She drew 9. She was near last, making ground on the rails. So that was 1,400 a spell. She returns today. You got to say she looks in fantastic order.
Yeah, she's got the right physique, doesn't she, to run this kind of trip. All right, let's look at number 2. This is Carbonetti, Chris Waller, Jim Orman.
Well, you're either going with her and taking a bit of a gamble or going with him, who should run the distance without any problems. And he's extremely fit, having had 3 runs back from a spell, including a fortnight ago in Toowoomba when he ran second behind Zadig. That was his first go in Toowoomba. I thought he handled it quite well, and clearly he's the other main chance here.
Wendy Bannerow trains the 4. This is Rock Up, and Jake Bayless, rather, in the saddle.
His only win was a Mildura maiden in Victoria. So just happy to watch. Maybe a place chance here.
Ironside is number 5. Joshua King trains Ironside with Malia Castle.
5-year-old by Al Mahar, and he's going quite nicely. This guy's 3 runs back have all been good, and just got up last start, beating Uncommon Valor, who was really good in the opening event today here. So things are looking good with Malia claiming 3. No weight over this distance. You'd have to say a place chance.
Time to Testify is number 8. A crossover goes back on again here today. Sean Dwyer and Mark Duplessis.
Yeah, needs to find a couple of lengths. Just got up to win a maiden here 2 ago. Only just, though. And then went up a grade to Class 1 and ran 5 of 9 behind Tiger for Life and sort of just held. So another one that's just got to improve a little bit on the win line.
Amalgamation's number 9. Marcus Wilson and Samantha Collett.
Distance not a problem. Was good at Doomben, running second behind Compass Rose. We've spoken about that form not being strong, and then you would have thought he'd go to Beaudesert and win, but he didn't. Maybe found the 24.50 a little bit too far, so back to 2,200 is probably good for him. He's a horse that will run the distance.
And another 3-year-old filly is the 10. This is Grande Baie. She's a filly by Tarzino. Marcus Wilson again. Visor goes on with Taylor Marshall.
She's been unplaced all 7 starts. A filly by Tarzino. They're trying her over further here. Note that this is a Class 2 and she's eligible for a maiden.
On $1.95 to $2.15. So a lot of ifs, buts and whens with her here today. But the fact that worries me the most, Maxie, I mean, she looks ready for the trip. There's no doubt about that physically. We know that the trainers... Yeah, I'm worried about 62, which is actually 63. He's got a vest, don't forget. So it's 63. kilos on her back.
Yeah.
But you're not. You got your brave pants on
Well,
today.
there's no substitute for class and quality. They used to carry these weights every day of the week.
Right.
40 or 50 years ago.
What, over the steeples?
Yeah, just talk about her trials, Bernie. They were impressive, weren't they? She ran fourth at her first official trial behind Aft Cabin. Now, who else was in
Kementari was in it. Marzu was in it.
And she was given a dig out of the gates and actually led that race. And I noticed looking at her New Zealand races, most of the time they rode her quietly, but a few times she was up on the pace. So she is versatile. If she can lead those horses, I know it was only a trial.
I mean, when Gay came up for the launch of the Winter Carnival of Stradbroke season, she was pretty bullish about Missy Muller, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. She was. But I think she was more talking probably if she'd have got into Princess Stakes or a bracelet. Under the set weights.
Yes.
And then she had another trial, 1200 synthetic at Randwick, where she was second behind So United, who's a 73 raider. But she sort of finished alongside her stablemate Serpentine, who came out of that to win first up over 2200. So,
how do you think they'll ride her, Maxie?
I think conservatively, it'd be great to let one go, maybe just sit right behind it. But she's got the alley here. She's drawn in nice and close in gate number 2 for Adam to probably just get her to relax straight away.
Well, if this market keeps going the way it is, Maxie, Carbonetti's going to run favourite.
He's going to run the favourite. And what are you doing here? You're going with him, aren't you?
Well, I went with Carbonetti just because he's had 3 starts this campaign. I feel as though he's got more race miles, not necessarily miles in general, because I know how Gay can work a horse, but just more race practice. And almost 5 kilos less than her as well. And he's a 4-year-old.
But ability-wise?
Well, we don't know how good she is.
That's why he's got the 5 kilo pulling the weight. She's won 2, he's won 1. Certainly he's got, race fitness in his legs there. So very, very interesting race. They're locked in battle now on the QOP, both 225. Number 1, Missy Muller, pushing 240 on tab. So this is your chance if you like it, folks, on tab. 240 now to 230. Welcome back, Adam Hieronymus, as well. He's first.
Welcome back, Adam.
For a long time.
We've missed him.
Yeah, we have, and he's got a big job to do here, so let's see what happens.
All right, let's get upstairs to Josh Fleming for the call of race number 4.
With the grey Ironside. So 3 to move in here. And race number 4 for Great Northern, not too far from getting underway. Rock Up going in. So we've got Time to Testify about to move up. Okay, thank you, Andrew. So we're nearly right to run here with Amalgamation about to move in at Ironside. Marcus Wilson with 2 runners here. He won the previous event with Award Me. And a 2-pronged attack here with a white cap on Grande Baie to distinguish from Amalgamation. So Ironside, the last one to move in. Carbonetti heavily back late, 210 in from 270. Missy Muller got into 195, but out to 230. So new favourites number 2, Carbonetti. Jimmy Orman rode the previous winner, so in line for a double here as well, should Carbonetti win. Red light. Gates open and they're racing. Ironside came out awkwardly, as did Time to Testify. And it hampered Amalgamation, who's gone straight back to the rear. But Carbonetti pinged away well, as did Missy Muller. Missy Muller taking over now. Rock Up and is rolling forward. And they're followed there by Grande Baie, Ironside, Time to Testify, and Amalgamation's about 3 lengths away. Missy Muller's in front by a length and seconds. Rock Up and third, the inside Carbonetti at the birdcage enclosure. A length and a half to Grande Baie. The grey Ironsides on the inside of Time to Testify, and Amalgamation had whipped the field in. Very keen second last there, Time to Testify. But in front is Missy Muller by a length and a quarter. Second, Rock Up, and third at the school is Carbonetti. 1,400 metres left to run. Ironside's on the rail, followed by Grande Baie. Further back to Time to Testify, and Amalgamation's at the rear. So Missy Muller here by a neat length, and second, Rock Up, and the new favourite, heavily back Carbonetti, third on the fence. A length and a half to Grande Baie, Ironside on the rail, followed by Time to Testify, and Amalgamation's a length and a half away. Over the back, and Missy Muller here with 1,100 metres left to run by 3 parts. Second, Rock Up, and third, the favourite Carbonetti. Further back to Grande Baie, and that's the inside as Ironside, followed there by Time to Testify and Amalgamation to last of all. So Missy Muller by 3/4 still, second Rock Up, and the well-supported Carbonetti, third on the fence for Jimmy Ormond, fourth the outside Grande Baie with the white cap. Ironside's on the fence, and they're followed there by Time to Testify and Amalgamation last out 3 wide, now creeping forward down the Vitteroni straight side. Missy Muller just in front by a neck, and second Rock Up. Carbonetti the inside, travelling well, looking for the way clear. Sneaking up the inside's Ironside. Ormond got away from the fence on Carbonetti, but still in traffic as Grande Baie went forward 3 wide, Amalgamation 4 wide. Carbonetti's in behind those, looking for the way clear, and further back to Time to Testify. 350 metres left to run, and Missy Muller lugging away from the fence just in front, but Ironside has shot through the inside, and Carbonetti runs home as well. Grande Baie and Amalgamation down the outside. Out wide here, we've got Amalgamation. The inside's Ironside, between them Grande Baie. Flashing late as Time to Testify. They hit the line though, and Amalgamation. Amalgamation links one from either Grande Baie, Time to Testify, Ironside the fence, followed by Carbonetti, Missy Muller, and Rock Up has pulled up at the rear. Well, a big go, but Amalgamation.
Marcus Wilson with a double today, just waiting on these numbers to become official.
Maxi, they had 53.5 and 52 kilos on their back.
Yes, yeah, that's true. And they were the last horses standing there, coming home strongly.
What's that saying, Maxi? Weight stops a
train.
A train.
Yeah, I thought she was Gonski at the turn, and then you got a bit of a wriggle on, but clearly
it was a huge effort, actually.
Enough at the 200. Carbonetti sort of tight for room there. That's what he's doing. But,
well, Carbonetti got off the fence coming to the straight, and Ironside slipped up really quickly inside him, and he got very upset with it all. He got unbalanced. He got the speed wobble up. He was really awkward around the turn. Then he goes for that inside run, and it gets a bit messy for him there as well. So, but no excuses. These two guys from the Marcus Wilson stable were just there to pounce.
Yeah, Quinella there. So it's been a big day for the Wilsons, with Grande Baie getting second, Time to Testify, and then Ironside. So there you go. There was a bit happening there in that race in the second half. But Amalgamation for Samantha Collard, who recently had her 1,000th winner. It was in Rocky, wasn't it?
It was. What a beautiful place. It was Archer Day where she rode 1,000 winners. She's had a few winners since as well. So, Marcus, you've already had a winner today. Now you Quinella this race. And this race, clearly the most intriguing race all day here.
It was, yeah. It was obviously a tough race. Both my 3-year-olds were both maideners, and there wasn't many options for sort of maidens around at the moment. And but yeah, they raced terrific.
Took the light path. One had the winner had 53.5, and the second horse had 52.
Yeah, that's right. Getting to Amalgamation, he was obviously disappointed at Baie Desert last start, but he just struggled. He's a big horse. He struggled around the tight turns at Baie Desert, and it was a good ride that day by Sammy, and just things didn't work out. It was the right race, just the wrong course for him.
He did have 59 as well last start.
Big weight for a 3-year-old, which I don't like. So, yeah, back here today, and I thought if he could run up to his Doomben run on that sad day behind Compass Rose, he's always going to be hard to beat. I know he's in a Class 2, but we do have him nominated for the Derby. Obviously, set your sights high, but they're only 3-year-old ones, and I thought if he's going to be a chance of going around in the Derby, he's got to win today. So
well, that's why Gay Waterhouse brought her filly here as well.
Yeah, it is hard, especially, I acquired these couple of 3-year-olds late in their season, so when they're maideners, obviously to get in those classic races, it all goes on prize money. So, the job's ahead of everyone to try and get them there. And but as I said, we won't go down without trying. So it's a good result.
All right, enjoy the